Alright guys, we're just going to start a new video. Talk about some of the other toys. We've got the electric arrma today with the Max 4 and we're just putting a new front diff in that one. Down on the bottom here we've got the grave digger one, so the body that's in the house. So this video we've kindly been gifted a grave digger, not that monster down there. That monster down there, just one of the cheaper toy grade ones. Well, they're not even that cheap, they're like £150, something crazy like that. So this one, and my good friend Mario picked this one up when he was really kind and donated it to the channel, so I'm hoping he's going to get involved in using it and having a bit of fun with it. So what we're thinking of doing, we got no controller, we got no battery, we don't even know if it works. So what we're going to do, we're going to take the top off, strip it all down, and what we're hoping to do is get a hobby grade ESC and a servo in it so we can actually use the thing. Now I didn't even realise these tyres are actually foam, polystyrene, whatever you want to call it. So we're hoping we can get it running and we can test it across my pond, do a couple of jumps with it if we can get it to go fast enough without destroying it, and then we're going to send it off the mega ramp. Obviously that's the other way around now, so that'll be really cool to get that going, and then we can see what happens with it. So stay tuned, we're going to strip the thing down, get some hobby grade electrics in it and see what happens. Let's do it. Really is a crazy looking thing. There's like minimal suspension components on it, yet it does actually work alright. Obviously no damping because it's just springs, and the same on the back if you've got more slop in the body than on the shocks. Got an open diff in it. It's really light, it literally weighs nothing guys, really light. The steering, I don't know if you can hear that, does actually sound like there's a servo in there, and if we get in there, let's try and zoom you in a bit, it does actually look like that's a 3-wire servo. I'm not sure what those other two are there, because some of these toy good ones, they use motors and they got like millions of wires on them. So I'm going to take the body off. It's just a couple of screws on the top there, and there's a couple on the back there. Absolutely nothing at all inside it. They're obviously the motor wires. I can get my finger in the right place, so it's difficult on the camera. In there. And hopefully, if that is a 3-wire servo, guys, we're laughing because that's going to be so much easier than trying to get a servo in there. So, stay tuned. Let's see what we can do. Right, got the body off. So now we've got a little bit better view. So, that does look like 3 wires for the servo, but I'm not sure what this other one is here. So, some of the cheaper toy good ones, they're motors on it, so that could potentially be 5-wire. Servo, not sure, but it is on separate plugs, so we'll try that. We'll have a look. Tiny little motor wires for the tiny motor, but like you said, it doesn't weigh anything, so we might be okay. But there's loads of room in there guys, so we can get an ESC and a battery on the top. So let's keep stripping it down and see where we end up. Just bring you back in quickly guys. I've just undone the 3 screws in the top, and we've got the front end off completely. The shocks just clip around the roll cage, and you see the slot in there. That just hooks around the top there, so I have to be careful because I don't want to break those. So it would appear that this is not going to be a normal servo because those 5 wires do go in there. So these are probably a positive and a negative to power it, and then you've got the different signal leads there. So what we need to try and do is split this unit apart, because this bar that my thumb is on is what actually turns the steering. Can't do it with one hand on old camera, sorry guys. So that there, we need to get a servo fitted through the top to just drive that. So let's try and do that. So after stripping down a bit more, I've just undone all the screws on these casings here, stripped it apart. This little motor here was down under this section here. So if you have a look down in the bottom there, it's really tricky without my assistant cameraman. I'm not sure if we can focus. Can you see that white gear right down the bottom? That's turning. So that gear on the motor there is what actually steers this. So I've no idea what these other 3 wires are doing. We'll strip that out and we'll have a look. So essentially what we've got to do is get a servo onto this bar, which will steer the truck. So not sure how we're going to do that, but we'll figure it out now. So we're getting really deep into the underbelly of the beast, if you will, here. Got all the front end off, got the steering links off, obviously wheels have come off. Just trying to take all these gears out, because what I want to try and do is get this little micro servo. We need to place it as deep in there as we can, so when the servo arm moves, that is what's going to slide this bar left and right and do the steering. So we're going to get all this unnecessarily junk out that we don't want. So we got room for the servo, which albeit is very small, it needs to fit right down deep in there. So we can get these side plates back across, because they're what holds it onto this section of the chassis. So that's what we're going to try and do now, get all that out and get the servo mounted. Right guys, so after millions of screws and random goodness knows what bits coming out, I've got this back together. I thought of a much easier way of doing it as well. I've just mounted a new micro servo to the side. So happens we've got a receiver ESC combo from an arrma Gorgon in stock here. So we've got servo steering now. So the next bit's easy. We just got to hook up the existing motor for now, just those two wires in the back there, to the ESC, and then we'll have a bit of throttle. So I'm going to go ahead and get this front end section put back on. I'm not foreseeing that it's going to last ages the way I've done it there, but it'll do as a trial. If the truck works and handles a 2S pack, we'll get a better servo setup on the front there. But for now, let's go with that. Right, she's making progress now, guys. I've got the steering servo, as we've just shown, on the arm of the steering. We've got the arrma Gorgon combined ESC and receiver, and we've got a little 2S pack in the back there. So obviously we've got the Spectrum controller. So we have steering. Not a huge amount of steering on it, but these toy grade ones don't have the travel on the arm, so maybe that's something we can have a look at. And let's have a look if we got any power. Okay, so it's reversed. I have to switch the wires around because you can't change it on this controller, but we can figure that out. We've got forwards. And we've got reverse. So obviously that's working backwards. So reverse on there is forwards on the truck, and forwards on the truck is reverse on there. So we'll just swap those two wires around that we've put in the bullets a second, and she's good to go. So we get all that soldered up, get the body back on, and we'll see how long it lasts, guys. Only 2S, because that's all the ESC will handle, but I think that's going to be more than enough for this little thing. It's only a bit of fun. We'll get it sailing on the pond in a second. Alrighty, she is good to go, guys. And like with the big grave digger, I couldn't not light it up inside. So we've got some green LED strip light just up inside the body there. So we got our steering all working, we got forwards, and we got backwards. Now, a bit disappointed because I forgot the arrma Gorgon was only 2S, so we've 2S it at the minute, but I've got another little 3S ESC that we're going to put in, so I really want to get this thing to rip, so we'll see how it goes. So don't forget, we've also got the limited edition Primal RC Raminator, one of 200 in the world. This one, you can see on the plaque there, that's number 72. So we need to get that out. That's all lit up and looking cool. So for now, we've got the other one here. Need to finish that. We're going to get this one out. Let's see how it handles. Steering is absolutely atrocious. So we're going to have to get that sorted somehow. That really is bad. Let's see if it actually floats, guys. It does, but you've got no steering at all, so we just slide it out over there. Wind's picking it, look. Good job we didn't just push that out into the river. Right, so after that quick test on the pond, guys, and a massively underwhelming and disappointing first run on my drive, I've decided to take out the Arrma Gorgon ESC and receiver. I'm going to pop in a little radio link receiver that we got here. It's a nice new one, so we can run it on that. And I've also got a 3S capable brushed ESC here, so I'll do 2 and 3S. So I'm going to whip the body back off this beast, get this ESC and receiver in, we'll pop it on my RadioLink RC8X controller, and then we can see how she goes. I'm pretty sure this little servo's failed as well, because I just stripped the gears. It's not actually going there, so we'll get a new servo in there, and we'll try again. Second time lucky, guys. Right, we've got that ESC soldered in now, guys. I've run out of heat shrink, so please excuse the dodgy looking tape joints there. As we said, I've got it bound to the RadioLink RC8X, and there's now a 3S pack in it. So I'm going to stood on a raminator wheel at the minute. So let's see what happens. This is 3S, guys. So we've got forwards. Much better. Brake. And reverse. Reverse obviously being slower. Much better, and that is actually a flat 3S pack as well, so I'm going to get that charged up. The servo was stripped, so I've got another one there, so I'm just going to hot glue that on there for a second just so we can test it out, and then we'll put some proper linkages in. So let's go ahead and do that. Get you back in on the steering, guys. I've just changed it from a tiny little micro servo to 1/10 scale. Just had this old Acoms one kicking about here, and some links I've just made up with the ball joint screwed in, so hopefully this will actually work a bit better now. There you go. Much better. So we've now got 3S capable with a tidy-ish steering servo, and we should be good to go now, guys. So we can get this all put back together. I'll tidy the wires up, charge the battery up, and then we can take it for a rip. There you go, guys, the first disappointing run on 3S. It's probably quicker than it was, and we're driving it with a nice posh controller. So I suppose the next step then really is 4S, isn't it? Does look quite cool with the lights on though, in fairness. We've got a little dog chasing us now. Here he comes. Here we go, guys. One massive disappointment coming up. Flat out at the ramps. Here she comes. So, guys, the toy grade grave digger. What an absolute disappointment. But we had everything in stock. It's cost nothing. So what I think we need to do now is 4S it, because 3S is absolutely rubbish, as you've just seen. So in the next video, I think we'll 4S the beast, and then we'll 6S it, and then we'll see what happens. I'm just looking because Mario from Broken Art RC is behind us, and he is really impressed with this, aren't you, man?
I want to see the jet motor on there.
Oh yeah, should we do that? Right, that's it, guys. Jet motor's going on this 6S jet motored toy grade grave digger in the river. That is the next video, guys. So subscribe, because that is happening.